How you doing, guys? As you can tell, I sandblasted the frame the best I could in my buddy's sandblaster. The tractor frame itself is about the same size as the blast booth is in itself. So what I had to do is I blasted it the best I could. Well, I started off by wire brushing it with the grinder, which, by the way, I just want to give a shout out to Harbor Freight, because this is one of their $19 grinders. My DeWalt grinder, which costs like 90 bucks, shit the bed. So I bought one of these for 19 bucks, and I gotta tell you, it's not the best grinder on the face of the planet, but it does the job. It's so much fun for 19 bucks. So I started off with that, and that didn't work out so good. So then I said, because the frame was pretty rusty, so what I did was I went over to my buddy's place and started to sandblast it in this booth, because this booth's bigger than mine, and I could only reach to a certain point. So then I brought it home, and then I metal etched it to try to dissolve the rust. As you can see back there, it did. I used navel jelly on it first, and then I used Rust-Oleum metal etcher on it to get it clean, or de-rust it. Let's neutralize all the rust. And then what I'm doing is I'm just going over it with a wire wheel right now. And as you can tell, it's coming out pretty good. I mean, it's a heck of a lot cleaner than it was. This thing here is just, you know, rusty all over. And as you can tell, it's pitted pretty hard in the areas. So all this is going to get a skin coat of cheese, especially where the engine was. Basically, I'm going to skin coat the whole tractor frame, and then I'll just sand it down real quick with the DA. I did this front section the other day just to see how it was going to clean up, and it's going to clean up just fine. And then I just hit it with some self-etching primer just to protect it. So I'm going to go over the rest of it, get it all clean, and then I'm going to just hit it with some self-etching primer just to protect it, and then I'll start doing the body work on top of that. Onwards. Well, there we are. The frame is preliminarily finished. It's been wire wheeled, sandblasted, rust neutralized, wire wheeled again, and then finally I just etch primed it. I use Duplicolor self-etching primer. Probably one of the best can primers there are. It really lays down nice. It does bond to the rust. It's pretty impervious to gasoline and all the other things. I mean, lacquer thinner will strip it, and paint stripper obviously will strip it, but it does take a bit to get it off. So that's the reason why I use this. It's just simple, easy, right out of the can. Spray it right on, let it dry. I'll let this thing sit out here in the sun for about an hour. Then I'll bring it into the garage. All right. Bodywork time. Thanks, guys.